Hi friends, welcome in this online class of Jizaऊ Jnanatirth Vidyalaya Pathri Road Parvani. Friends, today we have to see the information about Science of Standard 7th. In this book, after the last lecture, I have seen the information about third chapter. Today we have to see the information about fourth chapter. The name of the chapter is Nutrition in Living Organisms. Okay, so friends, in this, first of all, what is mean by malnutrition? Which are the ways to prevent malnutrition? So malnutrition, when there is a nutrition is not happen in proper manner and the final condition is occurred, that condition we called as malnutrition. And this condition can be prevented with the help of taking balanced diet and well nutrition. This condition can be avoided. So first of all, nutrition. What is mean by nutrition? Nutrition, some life processes go on continuously in living organisms. Substances which are digested and assimilated for obtaining energy and for the growth and health of our body are called foodstuff. See friends, some life processes go on continuously in living organisms. Substances which are digested and assimilated for obtaining energy and for the growth and health of our body are called foodstuff. We get several types of nutrients from foodstuff. Like, nutrients can be classified into two types, namely macronutrients and micronutrients. Nutrients like carbohydrate, proteins and fats are required in large quantity. These are macronutrients. Minerals and vitamins are required in very small quantity. They are called micronutrients. See, this is the difference between and the base on the basis of requirement of that nutrients we classify in two types, that is the macronutrients and micronutrients. Okay, the process of taking in and using food which take place in living organisms is called nutrition. This definition also you can see the picture present on the screen. Need for nutrition to supply the energy required for doing work. Need for nutrition. What is the need of nutrition? Second, growth and development of the body. To replace the damaged cell and repair tissue. After that, to fight diseases. These are the reasons behind that, and we require nutrition. Next, autotrophic nutrition. Some organisms can produce their own food and thus nourish themselves. This is called autotrophic nutrition. See, after that, heterotrophic nutrition. Some organisms depend on other organisms, plants or animals for their food. This is called heterotrophic nutrition. See friends, there are two types of nutrition. First one is the autotrophic nutrition and second one is the heterotrophic nutrition. So let us see the information about the autotrophic nutrition or autotrophic plant. Generally, 95% plants are autotrophic, but 5% are heterotrophic. How do plant produce their own food? Plant also need food for their growth. They can produce their own food with the help of sunlight and chlorophyll. Plants make their food in their leaves using water and nutrients from the soil and carbon dioxide from the air. This process is called as photosynthesis. The plants, in that there is a photosynthesis reaction is occurred. So see friends, plants also need food for their growth. They can produce their own food with the help of sunlight and chlorophyll. Plants make their food in their leaves using water and nutrients from the soil and carbon dioxide from the air. This process is called as photosynthesis. So this photosynthesis reaction you can observe below this diagram. Carbon dioxide plus water in presence of sunlight and chlorophyll. After that, food, glucose and oxygen is formed, and that oxygen is evolved in the atmosphere, and that oxygen is used by the animals, and after the using this oxygen, animal evolves carbon dioxide, and that carbon dioxide is used by the plants. So this is the cycle, air cycle or carbon dioxide oxygen cycle we can call it as. Okay, so this is about the autotrophic plants. See next, plants convert light energy into chemical energy and store it in the form of food. Water, minerals and salts are absorbed by roots from the soil. The stem transports them up to the leaves. The leaves have microscopic openings called stomata, through which they take in the carbon dioxide from the air. That is, the molecular formula of carbon dioxide is CO2. The chloroplast present in the leaves contain chlorophyll, which absorb sunlight, helping to convert carbon dioxide and water into food. Oxygen is given out in this process. Beside leaves, photosynthesis takes place in some other parts like green stem too, as they contain chlorophyll. So friend, this is about the photosynthesis reaction and how this is occurred in the leaf of plant and what are the requirements for this process. So friends, this is about the photosynthesis reaction and which constituents are take part in the photosynthesis reaction. So friends, water and minerals from the soil, carbon dioxide, sunlight from the air and chlorophyll present in the leaf, all the necessary constituents to carry out the photosynthesis reaction. So friend, this is about the nutrition in living things, autotrophic, heterotrophic plants and photosynthesis reaction. The next topic we have to see in the next lecture. So friends, today we will stop here. Okay, thank you.